Hey guys, how are you? Thanks so much for clicking on the video. My name is James Caldwell and I'm speaking for SpillItBoy.com, and this is going to be the Braxton Family Values. It's season 4, episode 2. I already mentioned that I thought this series is going to be hard. Because I keep looking for something really positive to say, and I'm coming up short. I'm really coming up short. There was no music. I mean, if there was some music in the show or something, maybe I would find something. But just the sisters themselves try to just drain me. They drain me, and it's not fair because it's not all of them. It is that motherfucking lamb chop. Lamb chop drives me crazy. Shit, for all of you that are kind of young, a little younger, and don't know what I'm talking about when I say lamb chop, go to Google. Do me that favor. Go to Google. Google lamb chop. And there's going to be a sock puppet with very long eyelashes that come up. And you fucking tell me which Braxton that looks like. Lamb chop. But anyway. Okay, so forget all that. That's my own personal thing. That's not what we're here for. You guys came for me to do a review. And damn it, that's what I'm going to do. So, here we go. We start off, we see Tawnda and Trina are actually having breakfast. I take it that it's been a couple days since the last time they were together when the table situation took place. Okay, so funny part was they're having mimosas and all that. Trina is playing airhead. So Tawanda's trying to tell her basically how she feels. And she's basically being shut down again. She's kind of acting like she don't really know why Tawanda's feeling this way, this, that, yeah. You know, it's driving me crazy because I'm sitting here watching like, why is everybody acting like they don't know what the fuck this girl is talking about? It's so evident. That motherfucking Tamar is a goddamn issue. It is so evident. It's like, seriously, I mean, at the bottom of every issue going on is that motherfucking lamb chop. She's at the bottom and the middle of every fucking issue that's going on. Now, my issue is, where the fuck is Evelyn? Because, Evelyn, you created this whore. And somebody's got to be able to get a grip on this bitch and do something with her. I'd say it was Evelyn. If Evelyn would take and smack that bitch a few times, then maybe we could move on. She's really out of control. She really, really is. But anyway, Tawnda was in her feelings, and I'm laughing because she had went, bam, bam, bam. She's getting ready to start bamming the goddamn table. Again, it was just a little tiny table. I said, child. And Trina was like, wait a minute, wait. Because, you know, she's giving psycho cunt last time, honey. But anyway, so she kind of, you know, they were ended up talking about they were going to therapy. So what they end up doing, they did a 3-day retreat with Dr. Sherry. Now, the very first day they go up there, they go to a little retreat thing. Tamar is basically sitting there acting like a goon. She literally feels no responsibility for anything. She literally felt as though she was owed apologies. Now, I don't know where she got that from, that she was owed an apology. That bitch is crazy as a goddamn road lizard. She really is. And I looked at her while the girls were sitting there. I don't know why Tamar got that work done on her face. I really don't. She just looks so ridiculous to me. I don't know how Vince does it. Well, we know he's a heterosexual. We know for a fact that Vince is a fucking heterosexual because when he looks at his wife's face, he's got to see what I see. And what I see is a goddamn vagina with a wig on it. And he's got to be heterosexual, because I'm telling you, I ain't trying to look at that every day and all night, all in my face, honey. Her face, I kept looking, I kept saying, what does she look like? Like, I'm looking all in here, where I'm like, they done fucked you up in here. Everything looks like it's, her face looks like it's made out of Play-Doh. And I'm looking at her, and I said, this child's face looks like a goddamn vagina. Like, literally, when you look dead on, now y'all look at it now, when you look dead on Tamar, boom, her face looked like a salty trip down south, honey. It's the weirdest thing, and that's probably me, you know, I have strange vision, I guess. But when I looked at her face, baby, I saw freshly shaven cooch, honey, and a blonde wig. It wasn't even no nice wig. I was like, what's up with that? Usually her wigs are nice. What's no nice wig? She looked crazy. And in her confessional, I don't know what was going on. She must have did her makeup and stuff herself. But her face was looking really fat, and that makeup was too dark or something. Something wasn't going on right in her confessionals, because the bitch do be beat, you know, because she got to get beat out, because she's literally full-on drag, you know what I mean? Anyway, she's crazy. She felt no reason that she had to apologize to anybody. She felt like everybody owed her apologies, and she felt no responsibility for any of the problems that the sisters have. Crazy fucking bitch, okay? They come back for day 2. Day 2, here we go. We're starting to get into it. There's going to be some bullshit. That damn Tamar was started before they ever left. This time it was all a situation with Tracy. See, and there's too much. Now they have their reality show, but there's too much of it that we're not even getting the chance to see. You know what I mean? We're not even getting a chance to see. Here, there was a whole issue after the dinner when they stormed out where Tracy and Tamar got into it, and supposedly Tamar's assistant jumped in between them. Tracy says that the little child assaulted her and left bruises on her, holding her. Tamar said, oh, she's trying to get me. She was trying to get me, and he wouldn't let her get to me. That's a very touchy situation. When sisters and mothers and daughters start to fight and carry it on, it's a very, very touchy situation. And as much as you don't want to see it go on, I'm probably going to say it's probably easier to let it alone. I don't know. That's touchy. You know, you don't want to be in it. Because look at how things are. Tracy's talking about suing the boy. And Tamar saying, he didn't do that. This idea. It's just a mess. And I have to say, here I go up on my soapbox. Bam. Here we go. Up on my soapbox. I'm out. And what do? Okay. There's a mother and daughter. And I knew them since this daughter was a young girl. I knew her when they were young. Like literally, I used to babysit them and stuff. At times. Honey, I looked up. The mother and the daughter end up having this little altercation. And I saw it kind of going left, and I was saying, oh, I'm ready to go home. Okay, and a little friend of mine that I was dealing with at the time, little guy I was talking with, he's like, oh, this is not going to be good. I said, no, it's not. And we seen it going left. But anyway, they went into the whole thing. The daughter ends up going out in the middle of the street and telling the mother, you know, come on, bitch, you want some of this? And now I'm already thrown because God knows I have a smart mouth. Yes, I do. I have a smart mouth. And I'm sure you all can attest to that. But in no way, shape, or form am I getting ready to bitch or whore or invite to any type of altercation Miss Patty. Trust me. And yeah, I think I'm a bad bitch at times. I think you know, what? You know, I don't have a problem with fighting with anybody other than Miss Patty. You know, I'm not, you know, that's just not in me to do all that. I just don't have that to do. You know, that's just ridiculous. But, girl, she invited her mother out into the street. And, like, we're all there now. There's neighbors there. And it just never turns out good. And I just knew it wasn't going to be good. It was a whole mess. They were fighting, like, people that they didn't even know each other. You know, and it's a mother and a daughter. And I think the mother kind of took the thing of, and I know I'm off track. I'm going to get back on track in a second. But the mother kind of went out like a mother, you know, like, girl, fuck this shit. You know, we're not going to do all this outside, you know, but she wasn't going back down to her. She said, come on, let's go in the house. Well, baby, when she approached her, the daughter hit her with one old 3-piece, baby, and didn't give her no biscuit. And it was like, oh, fuck. Now they're going to fight. And I think, you know, once she bumped her mother child, she wobbled her a little bit. And the mother was like, oh, this bitch really wants to fight. You know, so the next thing I know, baby, they went to rumbling. And trust me, mama was a little tipsy from sitting outside kikiing and hee-heeing. That bitch got sober as a motherfucking church mouse. She beat that bitch down. You understand me? Beat her down. Now, that's what she deserved. She deserved to have a little concrete on her motherfucking back, jumping up, hitting her mother. But in the interim, my little friend goes out and he's like, no. You know, but it was a hostile thing. It didn't get very ugly, but I knew after it all took place, she didn't even appreciate the fact that he even broke them up. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm saying that situation, I don't know. I don't know where my standpoint would be if I had to go through something else like that. But when it comes to sisters and mothers and daughters and all those pheromones and all that bullshit, I just don't want to be present. So I don't have to make a choice of whether to break them up or whether to, you know, because it just kind of seems better to let them be. You know, you don't want to be involved, but you can't just let them just tear up. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just an ugly situation. And, okay, so here we go. Back off of my soapbox. But bam, come on down with me. So that's the thing. I hate where they're at. You know, I hate where that situation has gone with that assistant and Tracy. And it really is a thing where Tracy felt like, who the fuck are you? You know, that's my sister. I'm not going to hurt my sister. You know, who are you to getting into it? You know what I mean? And like Tamar said, he was just stopping her from getting to me. Well, they ended up showing footage of times where Tracy did go at Tamar. And if you didn't know them very well, you would think that Tracy was going to fuck Tamar up. You know, I mean, she rolled up on her the day when they were in their in Tamar's house, and she said, I'm not going to have that at my house. And Tracy told her, well, come on outside so we can finish talking. Now, Tamar didn't go outside, but there's nobody that could convince me that if Tamar had felt her fish and went outside, that Tracy wasn't going to give her knock after motherfucking knock. Now, me personally, I probably would have. You know, I probably would have. And as much as I love my brother, now I love my mother. I'll never put my hands on my mother, but I love my brother. That motherfucker get wrong, I will knock him the fuck out. It just is what it is. I love him, and we've never been allowed to fight. But I can't sit here and tell you that if he stepped crooked with me, I won't knock him out. And a lot of it is respect. I'm oldest. You know, a lot of it is the way I treat him. He's always been the baby. I'm not going to do anything to go sideways with him, although he's been sideways with me because he's the baby. He's fucking spoiled. But yes, I will pop him. You know, it just is what it is. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just saying. If he stepped wrong, 5 fingers, honey. 5 fingers, no jewelry. Bam, honey. He knows it. But anyway, so this is where all of this is. So I don't know. I can't really say, Tracy, no, you're not going to hurt. And they kept saying that she don't feel no kind of way like that. Tracy not going to hit her. I don't know. I don't know. I can tell you, if Tamar was my sister, I'd fop and drag the bitch. I'd drag her. I would beat Tamar's motherfucking ass. We would not have these problems. I'd have beat that bitch's ass 20 years ago. And we wouldn't be having these issues. She's ridiculous. She's so over the top. Somebody needs to fuck her up. And I say it need to be Evelyn. Come on in. Take your wig off. Smack Tamar around. Get your belt. Do whatever you need to do. You know, because she ain't gained a day on Evelyn. Not at all. And she's out of order. She's out of order. But anyway, Tamar got all mad at everybody, you know, because, you know, it's just her. She didn't want to agree. She didn't feel like she wanted to beat her. She didn't feel like she needed to beat her. Fuck all them. She thinks they're all beneath her. She fucking left. Again, as usual, like they always say. Well, the girls actually stayed and they did some building exercises and they had a wonderful time. It was nice to see, you know, it was really warming to see them. But that didn't fix anything because the motherfucking nucleus of the problems that they're having is that motherfucking Muppet that they got that left. So it was no big deal. And she mad at the sister. She should be mad at where the fuck her motherfucking edges went to. That bitch, like she got a motherfucking skin headband on. Anyway, so motherfucking fierce. Find your damn edges, bitch. Anyway, moving on. So, the next day, they had their last day, the third day of the retreat. Tamar came back. The girls were saying, okay, you know, yes, this was so good. This was so therapeutic. Yes, we learned so much. Yes, we've bonded. Tamar's feeling left out. Duh. And she had the nerve to sit up and say, well, y'all are acting fake. They really weren't acting fake. They did bond. They did get something out of the exercises. You, on the other hand, you fucking sock puppet with eyelashes, you didn't get anything out of it because you took your punk ass and you went on home, you know, like because you thought it was short to walk off and leave. That's why she does it all the time. She thinks it's cute. And she walks off and she leaves and she talks shit. And the woman said one line, that Dr. Sherry, that made all the sense in the world. Tamar, if you want to be a part of this family, you've got to show up. Period. Period. It's very cut. It's very dry. And if I was them, I would not waste any more time with this bullshit. Tony's who she is. Tony's a fucking controlling bitch. They pointed that out during the exercises. You're a controlling bitch. You need to sit the fuck down and have several seats. She was trying to pull the I'm going to leave. Ooh, my health. Ooh, this is too much for my lupus. Sit your motherfucking ass down. Sit your motherfucking ass down. That's basically what the woman said. Come on over here. Let me show you how to do some breathing exercises. That was a nice way of saying, sit your motherfucking ass down. You know, and she stayed. And it was cool. Tamar had her, well, nothing got accomplished. For you. For you. The rest of the sisters, it did. It was just a waste of time. Because they could have done that on their own, really. You know, the other sisters know how to work their shit. They could have did it on their self. It's the problem. I'm telling you, the nucleus of all the problems within the Braxton clan is that motherfucking Mrs. Muppet. It just is what it is. She's sitting over there looking ridiculous, acting ridiculous, and nobody's calling her on her bullshit. Anyway, like I said, very difficult to watch. You know, I enjoy watching it until that bitch comes into the scene. I just want somebody to snatch her. But anyway, you guys can thumbs up or thumbs down the video. You guys know how that works. Leave me comments down at the bottom. Tell me what you think. And as usual, here we are. I will be back next week and we will try it again. We'll see what they're doing, what they're talking about. We're in it now, guys. It's cool. It is what it is. Difficult, but, you know, it is what it is. It's real life for them. All right. We're going to wrap up here. Thank you, guys. You can follow me on Twitter at SpillItBoy. And check out my website and see what's going on over there at spillitboy.com, where all the teas are spilling all the time. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.